So I'm a novelist primarily, sometimes essayist, short story writer, and I'm constantly being a mentor to younger writers, up-and-coming writers in the industry. My day-to-day is spent actually with my dog, with my family, and trying to push out the outside world, trying to manage the business of writing with the actual art of writing, and really sort of cherishing that time that it takes to create something, some piece of art. In high school, I wasn't sure of my talent or even the career I could possibly go into. I didn't know what made me spark, what was my inspiration and purpose for this life. But I knew that I needed to say something, and I had always written diary entries and long letters and small kind of naive poems. And I dropped out of school just after year 10 because I felt that I needed to journey around my country. I had this real desire to understand my place in the community, in my culture, and in the wider country. And through that process of moving and writing home letters and those poems, I understood that it was my calling to do this, to have that pen and paper and to write it down. I think what motivates me in terms of what I want to write down on the page is wanting to make a reader, whether it's in essay or it's in longer prose form, wanting to make a reader really feel something and not just think and not be didactic with my fiction or my non-fiction, but really move them to do something outside of the page, outside of that reading experience, and also to make something beautiful, make it artistic. For a decade, I really struggled with wanting to show that cultural genocide that happened in Australia and that has happened, in other colonised countries around the world. And I struggled in how to present that in a novelistic form. I understood from a young age that disconnect from language and the power of language, first languages, had as a link to culture, as part of one's continual mental and spiritual well-being. I think that I saw the great work of Dr. Uncle Stan Grant Sr. and Dr. John Rudder, the linguists who brought together the initial Wiradjuri dictionary, and I just wanted to show it. I just felt it was this sort of unacknowledged, incredible feat, and also incredible aspect of our history in Australia, that we have this deep, continuous culture and these incredible languages that exist, that have continued to exist even in the face of cultural genocide. Probably the most groundbreaking and important lesson that I learned working alongside Wole Soyinka is to move beyond that ambition of time, of being young and wanting to achieve things at certain times through one's career. He really instilled the fact that it just takes time. It takes time to work beyond the sociological condition that you want to talk about, and to understand your characters and the power that they need to have within a text, within a story. And that's something I think I've held on to. There's always pressure in the industry from readers, especially from publishers and agents, wanting you to, be more prolific. And, on the one hand, I'd love to be writing faster, but it's okay if it takes time. I think, beautiful things, important things take time.